So the product line, your Eagles, the Fat Boy Junior, the Big Boy, and then you have your Centurions, which are your opening price point safes. So your Eagle is a 75-minute safe. With the Eagle series, you have thicker bolts. These are 1.25 inch bolts, and they're a little bit longer. Okay, so they come out a little bit farther. You have more of them around the safe. This one comes with a factory door panel, which is a nice option. It utilizes what is otherwise dead space in the safe. Okay. You also have a cool pocket down here. Essentially, you get an extra half an hour of fire protection. It also comes with some accessories, so it comes pre-wired from the factory for electrical. It's a little bit nicer interior. It's a higher quality, higher grade as far as the inside is concerned. And then you've also got, with this one, a nice painted finish on it. Also with these, the Eagle and above, they have a internal relocker, and that internal relocker helps prevent side punches. So what I'm talking about is sometimes thieves will try to drill through the steel on the side to line up with this bolt right here, and then they try to punch that bolt to break the mechanism, break the lock mechanism. So with these and above, the minute it senses pressure right here, it automatically drops a pin locking down the safe, and there's no way to access it at that point unless you call a locksmith. From there, we've got our Fat Boy Junior series. So with this, you have 60 minutes of fire protection. The bolts are a little bit smaller. So you got 1-inch bolts. There are not quite as many of them. All the shelves that these come with the safes are adjustable. They have little pins on the brackets in there, so you can just move them around. I would recommend when you're displaying the safes that you do different configurations. You've got your Big Boy. Again, opening price point for large body safes. This is a 60-minute safe on the 64 gun model. And then the smaller ones are a half-hour safe. Again, same kind of pins as the Fat Boy Junior, but you don't have pins on the top. So it's got fewer pins. But a nice, I mean, for the price, if somebody wants basically the biggest safe you have available in a 64 gun safe, it's a lot of safe for that price point. And then you've got your opening price point safes, your Centurion series and the smaller ones. So you'll notice the slats. Basically, what we found is that in this price point type of safe, competitors were using bolts, but very limited number of bolts. So maybe they had 2 or 3 bolts, and generally they were towards the center of the door, which left the corners susceptible to pry attack. With these military slot swipe type locks, you've got protection all the way up into the corner. Okay, so you eliminate that weak spot as far as a pry bar attack. We've actually found that this is a 6 times stronger mechanism than a limited number of pins. So that's going to be a difference that people are going to look at it and they're going to question these slots because they're not used to seeing this type of lock. Okay. We also reinforced the back of the wall here, where that slides behind, again, just to give it additional strength and protect against, the pry attacks. Pry attacks are a lot more common on smaller safes like this because typically they can just push them over and then they can go at them with a pry bar.